A wise man once said, I stand on the shoulder of those who have gone ahead of me, that I may see further. Truth is, for real, in life, there is really nothing new under the sun. So it's best that when you get into a field, you look out for those who have gone further and stand on their shoulders so that you can see further. I ignored this principle in content creation when I started 8 years ago, and it led me to many mistakes. I decided to share these mistakes so that you don't toe that path.
Hey guys, welcome back. With Just Butterfly, tried with K Johnson, and I, Kechibie Johnson. I'm going to be your captain for today's ride, and I've got one question for you. Are you ready to ride with me? If you're ready, then come along. On today's ride, I'm going to be talking about 10 mistakes I have made as a content creator that you should not make, okay? I officially started content creation in 2016, but then visual creation wasn't exactly on board like it is now. It was more of blogs, Facebook, and the rest, Twitter, yeah. So it was more of written stuff. So I started a page on Facebook then, K Johnson's Inc., that basically talked about stuff. It was just, for me then, it was about me thinking out loud. That was like my open diary. I was just sharing stuff there. That was my started content creation. So along the line, I think it was by 2021 that I know I started delving into visual creation, which is when I started my YouTube channel. Yeah, so I had to learn video editing and stuff. But by 2022 was when I started like creating reels, shorts, and I took it more serious by 2023. Yeah, so I'll say I've been 8 years in this game, so that gives me enough authority to share lessons and mistakes you should not make as a content creator. Okay, so I'm going to share 10 lessons. The first mistake I made was not seeing content creation as a job. When I started off, I was seeing content creation more as a hobby. It was just basically me thinking out loud, and that made me do things my own way. I was doing social media on my terms. So because I was not seeing it as a work, I was sharing what I felt like sharing, how I felt like sharing, when I felt like sharing. And that was even from Facebook days where I had a page. And I carried that attitude into YouTube. I didn't care about what they had to tell me, what was selling more, because I wasn't seeing it as a job. For me, I was not there for the money. It was just about passion. And I know it's inhibited my growth because it affected me when it comes to the value of content I put out. It affected me when it comes to consistency. It affected me when it comes to sticking to algorithm rules, and it has also inhibited me when it comes to me monetizing my creativity. Don't make that mistake. If you are a content creator, be a content creator with your full chest and expect to make money out of it, because it is your intellectual property. Do you know what it takes to sit down, organize your thought process, write down something, and now put it out? Because some persons always even give up at the point of wanting to write. So the fact that I actually wrote down something, so which is also another place that people stop. People write down and they don't put it out. Me, sometimes I write a lot of things on my notes and I don't put it out. So the fact that we're able to put it out and it blessed somebody or entertained somebody or motivated somebody or did any other thing to somebody, it's worth you getting money from. So stop being humble if that's humility, and stop thinking that I'm just here for the passion. Of course, don't be obsessed with getting paid. There's also a balance. Don't be obsessed with getting paid, but also have an understanding that this thing is something that could pay you. So take it as a work that you do to get salary. So that way, when you're doing it, it makes you to be more serious, more intentional, more professional, and more consistent. Yeah. The second mistake I made was trying so hard to be perfect. Oh my goodness. This is probably the highest mistake I've made as a content creator. I was trying so hard to be perfect. So sometimes because I don't feel perfect, I don't show up. With respect to when I was writing, there was a time I came across some persons that, oh my goodness, if you see their writing skill, their storytelling mechanism, I was like, oh, I need to work on myself. I need to get better. And that was discouraging me. That was deterring me from creating, from posting, from showing up. But the thing is that I've realized that these things, like success in life generally, even in content creation, respect showing up more than professionalism. If you are very consistent and you're not that professional, you're more likely to make it as someone that is very professional but is not consistent. So I remember then gaining some followers, people reaching out to me, even people that say, oh, let's do this together, let's do this, or let's work together. Sometimes I'll be invited to speak at events. Sometimes some persons will tell me, okay, I want you to mentor me. Of which those things, if I had known what I know now, I would have converted it. Okay, if you want me to mentor you, you have like a subscription fee. That's if God permits me to do that. You can even start doing courses or coaching or something, because I decided to start slacking. I lost those people. By the time I was now coming back, most of them had moved on with their lives. Consistency is very important. Showing up regardless. You don't have to be perfect. And even when it comes to content, creating the content itself, I always wanted, I needed a fine background. I needed like aesthetically pleasing. But on the long run, I found out that it's not really, I'm not saying it's not necessary. Like, it's good to be perfect. It's good to come up with quality content. it's good to be so professional, but it's not exactly what sells. Another mistake I made as a content creator is being myself. It shocked you. Being myself affected me a lot, because just like I told you, I used to see content creation as my open diary, me just thinking out loud and allowing people access into my thought process and everything. So because of that, I was not respecting Ogama Konandotia. Like, I was not expecting the algorithm. I was just like, I'm just gonna talk about what I feel like talking about, what is laid in my spirit. Like, well, that is not bad, but there's a place of niche. It was on the long run I realized that I didn't have a niche. I was just everywhere. Today I'm talking about a controversy that's happened in the internet. Tomorrow I'm talking about Christian faith. Next tomorrow I'm talking about maybe relationship or culture or something. Like, I was just everywhere. But on the long run I realized that no, that is not how it works. While you shouldn't also box yourself, but at least you should have a niche. There should be something that you present. And niching down was really an issue for me. I began to think, how do I niche down? What can I talk about for the rest of my life? What's that one thing that if I wake up now, I can easily just talk about it? And how can I align it in such a way that my content will be able to feed off it? That was when at the end of the day, just right now, I settled for faith, lifestyle, and self-development, because I'm a self-development enthusiast. Anything that has to do with getting better, improving yourself, leveling up, counts me in. It's something I like to do. It's something I like to talk to people about. And a lot of persons that relate with me always tell me, oh, this is an aspect of their lives that I impact. So I was like, okay, this is something I'm good at. Why not just add it to one of my niches? I'm not boxing myself right now, but I've streamlined myself to, it's either I'm doing a vlog like lifestyle, which one's under lifestyle, I'm talking about God, this one's under faith, or I'm talking about self-development, how to get better. So you might not really see me talking about something else. But and per adventure, I even talk about, I'm talking about science, so I'm talking about law. I also look for a way to tie it down to my niche. Do you understand? So being myself is one of the mistakes I made as a content creator. Don't make the same mistake. Another mistake I made as a content creator is giving people the value they do not want and need. Because I felt like what I was saying was valuable, and I felt like it was going to be valuable to someone else. The truth is that it doesn't work that way. There was a period that had like emotional strain, and it kind of had to do with relationship. That period, any relationship message I saw, just pass it pure. Because at that point, I don't want to hear man, woman, anything. The only thing I wanted to hear was money. So at that point in time, the only thing I cared about was channels that would tell me how to get money, not about how to attract a man. I was like, to hell with all of you. So were those channels valuable? Yes, they were valuable. They were valuable to me at some point before I got to that point. And even after I got out of that state of mind, they are still valuable to me. But at that point, they were not valuable to me. So I realized that one thing about this whole thing is know your audience. That's why it's good to study the algorithms and everything, like the YouTube analytics and everything. Know your audience, know what they're interested in, know what works. Niche down, and it's part of the niching down. As you're niching down, okay, when you're niching down, who is more interested in your this thing? Is it people in your 20s or people in your 30s, or people in their 40s? Try and know it. The more you know it, you know the kind of thing that interests them. If your audience is one of people in their 20s, the kind of conversations you'll have will be a bit different from conversations you'll have with somebody that is in their 30s or in their 40s. So yeah, so give people the value they need. If your audience, you realize that what your audience loves is lifestyle content, by all means give it to them, because they are the ones that will interact, and the more they interact, the more the algorithm sees that you are giving value, and the more it pushes out to other persons, which is now what will even benefit you. That's where the numbers come in, and eventually the money comes in. Give people the value they want and the value they need. Another mistake I made as a content creator is being too formal. Oh my goodness, I remember in my early days of creating on YouTube, because I love to do sit down videos. I'll just sit down, I'll talk 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But the truth of the matter is that while it's not bad and all that, the reality of our times may not really favor that, because people now have short attention span because of different social media platforms. Even YouTube has evolved short reels, TikTok, everything. So sitting down, being too formal, doing educative content, who go watch you? Even some entertaining content, some people don't even watch long ones. Once they stay 30 seconds, 1 minute, they click off. 30 seconds, 1 minute, they click off. Well, you should not also fall into the trap of not wanting to create long form content because of that. You should also understand that you should try as much as possible to be less formal and to be more engaging. That's the word. Just be more engaging. So even if you're creating educational thing, try and make it a bit more entertaining. They call it edutainment, like education and entertainment. Edutainment in the sense that you're educating these people, you're also entertaining them. So sometimes adding it now comes in maybe the way you tell your story, the way you do one thing or the other, instead of just sitting down and talking, you can just find a way to add entertainment to it. So being a lot formal. Okay, so today we are talking about, you not even smile, you not even play, you not even crack one joke. Haba says haba. But please try and, losing up, losing up. I'm trying to learn it, because whenever I sit down like face to face, I start, sometimes I get really formal, but it's a mistake I've made as a creator, and I'm correcting it, and I'm asking you not to make it. Okay, another mistake I've made as a creator that I should not make is not being willing to invest resources into it. When I started off as a creator, there was just this general rule of, if it's not yet paying you, don't put in too much money. But on the long run, I found out that while there is an element of truth in that advice, it doesn't always work, and it doesn't always fly. If you really want to create, bring out your money. It gon' cost you money. I swear to God. Like, bring out your money. The moment sometimes she will enter flight and go somewhere, you think she just wants to go and waste money on plane. She's creating content, she's putting in money. When Fenty launched, she put in money, bought their product, sampled. Because she knows that as she's doing it, she's registering herself. She's how they say that thing? Credibility in the street, credibility. Like, she was consolidating her credibility on the beauty streets. Like, oh wow, a Nigerian beauty creator has already talked about or sampled Fenty's product. Oh my goodness, that was fast, that was nice. So you have to be able to spend money to get the money. You understand? Spending the money is not just in getting gadgets, but in some other things. So for someone like me now, like initially I was talking about not having like maybe a fine aesthetic background and all that. There are places that I could have gone to then and spent money to get good videos. Yeah, and I even did it the last time. The last time I had to go to like a restaurant that was around my area. I paid money to use that space, and I still bought food from them just to film 3 or 4 videos. So you have to be willing to invest, and sometimes it might not just be money. Trust me, you invest the money. Sometimes it might not just be money, even your time, resources. So when you see some persons hop on planes, going for one vacation or the other, they think they are wasting money or they are too rich. No, that is investment, because they know that as they are going, they are saying something new, they're showing their audience something new, and it's going to make the audience stay glued and bring in the numbers and in turn the money. You understand? Okay. And that mistake I made as a content creator is that I was so obsessed with bringing something new to the table. Let me tell you something that you don't know. There is nothing new under the sun. So don't ever think that whatever I bring in is so new. Sometimes jump on trends. Yes, don't be like a trendy creator, but sometimes jump on trends. Sometimes if you see something that somebody did, you can even copy the person and give the person credit. I've had quite some number of videos that are performing well currently that were not originally my idea. I just had to recreate it in my own way, and it made a lot of sense. So that obsession with trying to do something different, you don't want to copy others. Don't play. Else you'll learn the hard way, because I have learned the hard way. Okay, so try to be original, have your own thing going on for you, but also if you can emulate others, pick 1 or 2 things, then emulate. There's a saying, when you stand on the shoulder of others, you see further. So if people have done something before and it's giving results, why not just stand on their shoulder? For people that are in your niche, you can even look at the videos that they've done that are doing so well and recreate it in your own way. Just add your own spice, your own flavor, your own uniqueness, and you'll be good to go. So these are the mistakes I made as a content creator that I'm correcting. So I'm in the process of correcting, and I'm putting it out here so that I don't make the mistake. Okay. If you're a creator and there are mistakes you can resonate with, drop it in the comment section. If you're not even a creator and there are other mistakes you think that I should have added, drop it in the comment section. And if there are mistakes that, like maybe you're not creator or non-creator, that you feel like, this one has done you strong thing, also add it in the comment section. Don't forget, I'm your captain, Kechibi Johnson. Thank you for riding with me. Until next time, don't forget to let your light so shine. Allah.